What's up, hardware? Welcome to Hardware at Home, the WOD brief for Friday, April 3rd. Today we are going to be doing a lot of leg work. We're going to do some single leg RDLs, some deadlifty kind of stuff, and then we got a burner up workout coming up. So the main focus of our warm up today is going to be on opening up the hips and getting the hamstrings ready for a lot of deadlifting. So complicated warm up today, and then kind of a simple workout. So for the warm up, the first thing we're going to start with is we're going to do 5 on each side of what we call the world's greatest stretch. World's greatest stretch. Take that runner stance here. If you can, I'm going to pike up for a second. I'm going to pick this back knee up so it's off the ground. From here, I'm trying to keep a nice squat stance here so my knee doesn't collapse in, my heel doesn't come up. And then I'm going to drive this elbow, same arm as same leg. I'm going to drive it down towards the ground. Oh, it's got some cracks there. And then up towards the ceiling. That's 1. Down. That's 2. We're going to go 5 on one side, 5 on the other side. And then we're going to, after your hips are nice and opened up from that, we're just going to kind of seal the deal with 10 slow air squats. We've got air squats in the workout today, so it's a good time to kind of hone in on your stance, where you want your feet to be. Keep the chest nice and high, all right? Now, moving on. 3 rounds of 5 Kang squats. This is a new thing. This is something I don't think I've ever seen it at Hardware. Just trying to keep it fresh here. Kang squats, Russian twists, and arch ups. So the Kang squat, you can do this with the PVC pipe or a broomstick, or you can do it without. It's totally up to you. But this is basically combining a deadlift or a hinge and a squat. It's going to take some coordination. And like I said, it's new, so give it a moment. But ideally, you could do this with a barbell. So I'm going to put this in the back squat position as if I had a barbell. And then what I'm going to do for 1 rep is I'm going to start with a hinge or a good morning. So this is not a squat. I'm going to start by pushing my hips back, like I'm doing a deadlift, but with the bar on my back, or a good morning if you're familiar with that. From the bottom of the good morning, now I'm going to do a squat. Then I'm going to go back to the good morning, and then stand. So, good morning, squat, good morning, stand. The key here is to make sure you keep your back flat. So this is not good. And also, what might happen is you might go, okay, flat back, I got it. And then you go to do that squat, and then we lose it on the way back up. So it takes a lot of coordination, but we're going to do 5 reps. Good morning, squat. Good morning, stand. Nice little coordination drill there. Then 10 reps of a Russian twist. This is simply getting the abs fired up so you can leave your feet on the floor. You can pick them up. You can put them together, whatever you want. We're just going to twist to one side, twist to the other side. We don't need to add any weight to this today. We're just using it to get warmed up. Also, try to make sure you're twisting your torso to reach instead of just moving your arms in this way. That's not so effective. Okay, then we'll roll it over for 10 arch ups, which is just like holding that arch pose, but we're going to come up and down, up and down. So that's 3 rounds of that. Then we're going to do one more little piece, which is 3 rounds of PVC tempo deadlifts. Like I said, today is all about deadlifting and using a slow tempo. So we're going to get it started on both legs by going down 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand. Same rules apply on that Kang squat. We want flat back, hips shifting backwards, shoulders are engaged. Stand. Don't go down so far that your back rounds. 5 of those. Then you keep your PVC. We're going to do 10 strict presses just to get the shoulders warm. In round 2, instead of this strict press, we're going to go with a behind the neck press, keeping my narrow grip. And then the 3rd round, we're going to move it out to a snatch grip. So you would do tempo deadlift, strict press, tempo deadlift, behind the neck press, tempo deadlift, wide grip, snatch press. Once we're done with all that, we're going to put all of that together by just doing 10 overhead squats with your PVC pipe. Between the Kang squats, the air squats, the world's greatest stretch, the pressing, we should be ready to put it together into 10 beautiful overhead squats. That's the end of the warm-up. That's a lot of pieces. We got a warm-up to the warm-up, and then 2 rounds of 3, and then a finisher. Now, let's move on to part 1 for the day. Single leg Romanian deadlift with the tempo. We're doing 5 sets of 5. 5 sets of 5. So, this is going to be that same position with your hips that we just did. We were deadlifting with the bar. But now we're going to try to find a way to shift you over onto one foot. So, the ideal version of this would be to have the back foot remain lifted the entire time. 3, 2, 1, and up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. But as you just saw, is really challenging on the balance. So what I would recommend for the first scale down is just to leave a toe back here. I'm not fully supporting myself. I'm just giving myself a little bit of a kickstand. You'd be surprised how much this tiny bit of a toe really helps keep your balance. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. If you are going in the opposite direction and you're really doing well with this, you can also add some weight to it. There's a bunch of different ways to do that depending on what you grabbed, but my favorite way is to counter the foot that you're standing on with the weight. So you could hold something in both hands like this or like a kettlebell, but I actually like to go one hand opposite of the working leg. I find that helps me keep my hips nice and square. So from here, I'm gonna go down 4, 3, 2, 1, up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Now from the side, you can see that I'm only going down far enough that my back stays nice and flat and my hips are squared up. You don't want your hips to shift off to the side this way, and you definitely don't want, on the way down, to be getting that distance with the dumbbell coming from your back, right? Flat back, square up those hips. 5 sets of 5. That's part 1 today. That's our strength work. Now, conditioning today, simple and effective. We're going with 7 rounds of 7 air squats. We already covered that. Nice and easy. 7 burpees. Full burpee all the way down, up, jump and clap. And 7 V-ups. That can be any kind of crunch you want. Just trying to mix it up from all of the sit-ups that we did on Wednesday. So ideally, the V-up, long legs, pointed toes, whole body comes up and down. And down. But if you're having trouble coordinating that, you can also do legs, arms, arms, legs. Legs, arms, arms, legs. Legs, arms, arms, legs. That's a great way to get your V-ups in while you're still working on the timing and the balance of putting it all together. So that's your work for the day. Big old warm-up, single leg deadlifts with the tempo. And then we're going with 7 rounds of 7 air squats, 7 burpees, 7 V-ups. Reminder that we're running classes today at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Zoom. And I'll also be posting that in the Facebook group as well in case you miss out on those classes. So we hope to see you there. Have fun.